Welcome to Brewtopia. This is my place, and there is my fermenters or my stands.
Right. That's a nice little brew house, yeah.
You are welcome.
And you say you've been open for 4 years, right?
Yes.
4 years, okay.
Is 4 years, but we have more than 10 years of experience in the craft beer world.
Okay. And this is one of your brewers, right?
Yes, it's my first collaborator, my collaborator. I work with the words and I make the cleaning of the fermenters and day by day all the beers.
And you usually have 4 beers on, right?
Yes,
4.
Today is a special day because we have 4 beers.
Okay.
It's not usually.
Right.
Maybe one is finished in any time.
The beer, all your beer is very good.
Thank you so much.
It's one of our favorite places in Barcelona.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We try to make beers a lot of clean and drinkable and fresh and what we like.
Yes, that's a good way to do it. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Say hi, Mary.
Awesome. Hi.
These are
Hi. I don't drink beer.
Right. Your nose is getting really long.
Yeah.
Spike, say what you said before again. I'm reshooting.
I forgot. What did I say? I said,
welcome.
Oh, yes. I said, hola, Barcelona. We drink cervezas.
Hola, Barcelona.
It wasn't there.
This is Spike's sister,
Oh.
Rennie.
Hello.
Rennie's from Connecticut. She comes on our beer trips.
Yes.
Yeah, Bubbles.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. Owen and Siobhan are from New Hampshire. They've come on, I think you've been on almost every beer trip, right?
Yeah, it's been almost a decade. It's been a decade.
Yeah, right.
Always great.
Oh, Artie from Decatur. She has to take care of Mike. He doesn't like beer.
not much.
He really does. You guys say hi. Brewtopia. Good stuff, huh? Good beers.
Great beer. That was a video.
Yes.
You didn't tell me that. I thought it was a picture. I was posing. I was too.
It's always going to be a video.
Hi,
What's up?
How's it going? This is JR from Max Lagers.
That's JR from Max Lagers.
This is Russ. This is Russ, a great beer guy. Used to run Slice and Pint.
That's right.
Yeah. It was a great place.
Here for the beer.
Here for the beer. Spike said, hola, Barcelona.
Hola.
Hello. You guys wave. I'm reshooting this. Stephanie and Tiny from Lincolnville. There's Tiny's famous pose. It's Mike, Tara, and Breezy. There's Brad. Brad's from Lincolnville. Oh, Brad, come on. Where's your Harley shirt from?
He didn't flip the bird.
That's when we got it when we were in England last.
Oh, very nice. That's the shirt that cost you what, a 60-pound Uber ride?
Oh, more than that.
Half and jive. Having fun? Pretty good beers, huh?
Beers are excellent.
Very
So that
nice.
shirt cost 60 pounds plus all of your fingernails. And you were nervous.
Yes. You barely made it.
Hey, Ellen.
Wave, guys. Yay! Here's to Barcelona.
Of the hops also, at the end we make pellet and what else? And beer, of course. And also we have barrels of wine and whiskey, and now we are buying some of cognac, brandy, we say in Spanish, because it's the same like champagne. Champagne is a French word, and the Catalan word is cava, for the same kind of champagne. And with the cognac, happens the same. Cognac, it's a French name, and in Catalan is brandy. Okay. Well, this is my family house. When I was a kid, I was living here until I was 9 years old, and then we moved from here in another house here in Almacellas too. And with Oscar, we start as a home brewers, and we decided to feed up this to make the brewery here.
No puc fer fotos perquè no es veu res. Vaig a fer això, vale?
He couldn't make a photo because you are too many people.
We'll stack up outside later.
Okay. Okay, then we decided to start the brewery here, and because one thing is to make the beer and another thing is to make the ingredients, and we have separately. But suddenly we started doing like things with Brettanomyces. And the Brettanomyces things, we have them in the maltery. We don't mix Brettanomyces and Saccharomyces. Here we only do the lactic fermentation, and we use directly yogurt and also the alcoholic fermentation with only Saccharomyces. Vale? Questions by now? Okay. If someone wants to go to the toilet, just keep it going because we are a lot of people and we only have to. Up the nose.
Good job.
Mustache stopped it. That's good. It's not as easy as it looks. It doesn't look easy at all. You got to start it far away. That's why she said pull it away. Yeah.
We went to a Spanish restaurant.
Oh, she's a pro.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Yeah, you all the way up to the That's pretty cool. No. I'm going to get a little splash on it. Okay, ready? Who's next? I can live with cider.
There's a catch bucket, so it's all good.
Yeah.
We gotta drink the dump bucket at the end of the night, so it's all good.
Sorry, John.
Someone remember to turn it off.
Last person who's had somebody there to turn it on.
That's Eddie's job. Everybody say church.
Here in the vineyard to get a really good raw material. Okay, because we know that our grape is simple, so we know that we will make a simple wine for simple people. That's all. We are really simple, believe me.
What's the most beautiful thing about your wine, in your opinion? What makes it so appealing and so good?
The sparkling, it's not a sparkling wine, it's dry wine. But thanks to this grape and thanks to the process of make Taxoli, we are able to keep some bubbles inside of the wine. It's our point.
Oh, and you'll hate it.
You can get in if you want, I mean, and on September, at the end later, because we're in the north of the Spain, when the grape get the best maturity is later compared to other wine regions. That's all, okay? We have a small production, we are traditional, so still we can pick the grapes by hands. Okay, we are able to find people to help us picking the grapes. Okay, so this year we start the harvest 19th of September, something like that. At the end of September, at the beginning of October. And plots by plots, we are picking all the grapes. Okay, we are able to pick everything in 30 days with 20 people, more or less. Okay, when you are making a wine, it's really important to be really fast and really clean. So once that the tractor is full of grapes, as fast as we can, we bring the grape here to another floor, okay, from the other side. And then we drop all the grapes to this harper, we call tolva, okay? And below this harper, we use this machine, and we put this machine, this stemmer. As I told you, nowadays we have more knowledge about wine, we have people really smart, and they know how to make those machines. At the beginning, the grandfather was using everything. But nowadays we know that inside of the stem there are green tannins. Those tannins can give to our juice like a bitter taste. It's not something that we are looking for. So using this machine, we are able to separate those. Yes, we are able to take away from the bunch of grape the stem. And in that case, we are using just the grapes. In case of the grandfather, everything. That is the difference between the wine of the grandfather and in our wine.
Get in line, guys. Underneath. Have your glass underneath.
¿Alguno por allí?
Glasses underneath.
Mételas atrás, porque si no estos... Ok. Eso es.
Red, look up.
Eso es.
Look up!
He's concentrating.
Taking a picture of
Eso es.
So what do you guys think?
It's sad.
Oh, you don't have any yet. Pretty nice, huh?
Fantastic.
It's more complex than the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yesterday we went to a downtown kind of sparkling new facility for cider, and today we're at an old school cider house. Cider is absolutely fantastic. We just did a choch, which means the pouring from the barrel into our glass to aerate the cider. And here is the Brewtopia group. Anybody have a comment? I know Mike does.
We absolutely enjoyed our driver today for his excellent getting us into these
Hairpin
places.
turns.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Not rolling the bus.
They are? Oh, Espanol.
Salud.
Salud. Anybody have a comment?
I was waiting to see it out of a keg. This is the one that I was expecting.
Oh.
Out of a wooden keg. It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Old school, complex, very wine-like, like a really nice wine.
I like it.
Ransom's going to write the trip right up after this, aren't you?
Is that right?
Okay, yeah. Now it's on film now, so you have to do it.
Okay. I said a lot of things after some cider.
Right. Yeah.
What's the fee for that?
I pay him $1, so he's a published author.
Double what it was last year.
Any comments?
$2.
No?
Really want my comments on that?
No, I'll pass. Anybody? Muy bien. It's a great group of people. 35 folks. We're having a wonderful time.
The Basqueries and rocks, San Sebastian rocks, cider rocks, everything rocks. Spain is awesome.
You got rocks in your cider?
Bring that video back over here.
Camp, you having fun?
I'm having a good time.
Great.
Down table.
Videotape the bus driver taking our picture.
Okay.
Salute!
Yay, Miguel. Everybody knows Miguel by now, right? Any comments?
Great trip so far.
Cool.
This New England IPA is awesome. Never had anything like this.
That's what it looks like. It is juicy, brah.
Juicy bra,
Juicy, brah.
All right. Good food, good times, good people.
Absolutely, yeah. Owen Jr.? Oh, you got your Tabasco. Very nice. It's a muy pequeño.
As they say in Spain, go dogs.
Yeah, but where?
But where? Cheers. Salud.
Wonderful cider.
It is. It's very good. Very nice.
Beautiful morning in the
Hi, Owen.
Right.
Your hair looks fantastic today.
Thanks.
Pass the road, kid.
Wrong country. You want to go to Poland really bad. We need to go to Poland.
Yeah, let's go to Poland.
Yeah.
We just had wieners and cider.
So Eddie, South Africa last February.
Ireland the
Here
year
we
before
are,
that,
Ireland
Germany the year
before that.
Belgium the year before that. Austria, Germany probably the year before that.
This is number 11. What's been your favorite?
6. Ireland by far.
Ireland.
By far.
Ireland was great.
South Africa was amazing. South Africa was number 2.
It was good.
But
Ireland was nice.
And Norway in 2020 is going to be amazing, everybody.
Yeah, we'll have to mortgage our houses. Norway's expensive.
Or Estonia in 2020. What about that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I have to do a scouting trip first.
Whenever you're ready, sir. Ready?
And the Sierra Cantabria Mountains, that's the Sierra area where we have a special microclimate for making good wines. Actually, I think so. We have calcareous clay in the terroir. We are about 500 meters above the sea level, and we are making mostly red wines. We make some rosé wines and some white wines as well. So for making the white wine, we use Viura grape. For making the garnacha, for making the rosé wine, we use garnacha grape, Grenache from France, or in the US you have as well. And for making the red wines, we use mostly Tempranillo grape. Tempranillo is the local variety here in Rioja, but we use a little bit of Garnacha grape and Graffiano grape as well. That's very the local varieties, right? So at this moment in Rioja, you can find 2 different styles of winemaking. One of them is the traditional winemaking, the wines that have been made in Rioja for a century. And then you have another style of wines that is a little bit more modern style of wines. Yeah, big difference. We are located in the traditional style winemaking. Also, we are quite new. We are 25 years old company that is John Winery, but we are making traditional wines. Yeah. Every year we buy about 80 or 100 new barrels because some of them died, so we need to replace them. So with these new barrels, we make a white wine, having it 3 months in new American oak, and then after we are traditional winemakers, making the traditional Riojas, we are making a little bit more modern wine. We will taste it. So it's a more modern wine made by a traditional hands. And for making that wine, we use only the new American oak, for only 9 months in there. So the idea is that every year we buy some new oaks, some new barrels, we keep them in this cellar about 3-4 years, and after that time we transport these barrels for the other cellars to start using them for the traditional.
Not to level 3, but to level 4. In level 3, were the 2 cranes you see here and there. So from here, they will slowly go down to level 4, and that's what we are going to reach now. Okay, we're going to see level 3, that is the crane itself. We are going to go to the place where those berries come. I mentioned someone in the stairs. Temperature is natural. We don't control it. It's underground, everything is open, it's cold. When it rains, the humidity gets inside. And then someone asked me about the terraces that you were seeing. Okay, you saw the stones? A fitted stone has the feature of keeping heat, so it will not pass them. First layer of those terraces is sand. When it rains, they keep and maintain humidity, and they transmit humidity to us. And the water surrounding us helps in case of fire, but also transmitted humidity. And the fact of being underground and open helps a lot maintaining the temperature itself. I mean, this is natural. There are a couple of rooms that are controlled, especially for second fermentations, for malolactic ones, because we need to raise some temperature, especially if they are done in wood. You need to raise some temperature, but most of the winery, temperature is natural, except for also for offices and restaurants.
I'm such an alien. I don't know how you guys slept through any of that.
How's it going?
Table?
Tabale.
Table?
That was Italian. That's Italian. Yes. I don't know. Let's see. I say what I want. Tably. Tabuli.
I grew up in New Zealand, but I grew up close to the ocean.
Yeah, I grew up on the Gulf of Mexico myself, so I'm just the water still.
And this is Cosmo, the newest member of the Basqueland team, right?
Yeah, second newest actually. A guy joined just after me.
Oh, very nice.
Good.
I met Cosmo at Beavertown. We were brewing a collaboration beer with Wayne Wombles from Cigar City.
Yeah.
So are you happy to be here?
I'm very happy to be here. The weather's a lot better than London, and
right.
It's a different change of pace, let's say, from the London brewing scene of a production brewery. But I'm enjoying it a lot.
And what makes the brewery so special here in the Basque region?
Tough question. It's a fun group of people who are very passionate about what they do and doing some really good beers at the moment. And the Spanish brewing scene is also just, I think, starting to explode, you could say. There's a lot of other good local breweries. Everyone's still super excited about craft beer, and there's lots of new bars and things opening up. So it's just a really fun time to be part of this scene.
Very good. And people are beginning to enjoy the craft American style beers now here. We can tell they're beginning to pop up everywhere.
100%. Like every craft beer bar I go into here, it's very much 25 different IPAs, maybe one other style of beer. It's like a real focus on the American style craft beer.
15 years ago, it was just all lager.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so hopefully we'll bring back some more lagers, but like craft quality lagers. We're hoping to do some this summer, but at the moment, there's a real focus on IPAs and stouts as well.
Okay. Very good. It's great to see you again.
Yeah, thanks for coming
It's
out.
a beautiful brewery. JR and I will come back and we'll do a collaboration.
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
I gotta come back to Spain. We'll all come back.
Yeah, let's do that. Thanks, Cosmo.
It's a familiar cider house, you know. He is the 4th generation of here, and it seems that I'm the next one, the 5th one.
Bueno, lo que se trata es de ubicarnos un poquito en la historia, por qué somos sidreros, ¿no? Hay una tradición anterior.
So here we will show you why we have some history. Okay?
Se dice que ya en el año 80 de nuestra era, en la era de los romanos, en la época de los romanos, el historiador Plinio recogió en sus crónicas que aquí se hacía un postre muy rico, una mermelada, una especie de mermelada a base de harina de bellota seca mezclada, era de encina la bellota, mezclada con miel, agua y sidra.
So it is said that in the age of 80, so where there were Romans, there was a dessert which was made by cider, honey, flavor of palm oak, kind of flavor, and which else? Water, of course.
Bueno, pero los primeros documentos escritos aparecen en el siglo XI, cuando el rey Sancho el Mayor de Navarra dona al monasterio de Leire, dona unos terrenos que están muy cerca de la costa de San Sebastián, y allí describe lo que hay. Y entre ellos aparece pues el manzano para sidra.
So, but the first documents that we have, they are from the century, 11th century, when the king of Navarra, so it's next to this territory, gives some lands of San Sebastián to the king or to the monastery of Leire, which is in Navarra as well, and all this territory there were lots of apples, so there were some tradition here as well.
A partir de ahí, las crónicas que suele haber son de los peregrinos que recorren el camino de Santiago y lo que hacen es transcribir en sus crónicas lo que ven. Entonces lo que ven es, pues llegan a la altura de Dax en Francia y dicen, uy, todo es muy rico, hay vino, hay pan blanco, hay agua, hay aguas termales, y llegan aquí y no hay nada, más que leche y sidra.
And since then, we have all other documents written by the travelers. We were always walking to Santiago, you know, all this road. And for example, when they were in Dax in France, they saw like lots of wine and lots of riches. But when they arrived here, they just see some apples and nothing else. It was like.
All right, so welcome to BlackLab. My name is Matt Boder. I'm the brewer and one of the owners here. I've got a big group of you guys here checking out Spain, checking out breweries and wineries, cideries. This is Spike.
Cheers. Spike, founder, brewmaster, Terra Beer Company here in Spain, doing a great collaboration with these guys. We're going to do a little strawberry milkshake IPA.
So lots of lactose, lots of late addition hops, and then strawberries after fermentation.
Sounds trendy.
Yeah.
No, actually, we were thinking about throwing around the idea for an IPA, and then I was like, wow, I always want to do a milkshake IPA, been messing around with lactose, sugar, and stuff, and I'm like, well, what's going to be in season as far as the fruits?
So it works out that strawberries are one of the fruits that are in season in the winter. So
very good.
And this is what you mean. I haven't done one.
I haven't either.
Okay.
Actually. So I've been trying to kind of stay away from the trend a little bit, but this is a good reason to do it. That makes sense.
Sure. What kind of hops did you use?
So we got Galaxy, Eldorado, and I think a little bit of Mosaic as well.
Wow, sounds good.
And the interesting thing is he devised a way here at his brewery where they're now cooling down the Whirlpool edition, so get a little bit more juiciness than just going straight in Whirlpool hops.
Yeah, a little bit less bitterness, a little bit more aroma and flavor.
Okay. And there's no rye in this, Spike?
Well,
because usually you put rye. Okay.
There's always rye in it somewhere.
Okay, right.
I brought a couple pockets. Yeah, it's all good.
So Matt, how long has BlackLab been here in Barcelona?
We opened about 4 years ago, December 2014.
And how did you end up here?
I met my wife in Chicago when I was studying there. I'm from Minnesota originally. So she was studying abroad. She fell in love with the beer culture over there. This was, I guess, 10 years ago now. I had been brewing at home, kind of like a good, really intense beer geek style, you know, really crazy homebrew equipment and stuff. So we decided if we were going to live over in Spain, this was something we might want to try and do. So a few years of hard work later. And,
And now you're very popular here. People love
we
the
do
pub and the
well,
beer.
Yeah. We don't distribute our beer, so we sell almost everything here. Of course, we sell a few kegs here and there, but yeah, I think the beer's been turning out great. We can control the quality of everything, which is important. And we can kind of do some crazy stuff that maybe a distribution brewery can't do. You know, I mean, we can let fruit sit in a beer, and we don't have to be so worried about it fermenting completely out. You know, and I can throw it in the cooler, serve it, and it'll be gone before there's any problems. So that's the nice thing about being a brew pub that doesn't distribute. We've got a lot of flexibility.
Yeah. We could do that. There'd just be exploding cans everywhere.
Yeah. I like to see
it'd be fun, you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the beauty about brewing at a brew pub. I mean, that's where my roots come from when I started, and it's just you're always in control of your environment. So you keep that cold. It won't be a secondary fermentation. And serve it fresh, probably gone in a week or two, and on to the next beer. So.
Sounds great. Yeah. Spike, you've done lots of international collaborations. This is like probably 15 or
I've forgotten.
Guessing?
Yeah. Well, this is our 11th trip, so there's at least 8 or 9 in there. But and this is always the fun thing is when you travel, right? You go to different places, you go to different breweries, you taste the different food around the world, and it inspires you to make home-style beers, if you will. That's why I think we agreed to do the strawberry and the milkshake IPA. And like I said, this is us trying to bounce ideas off each other via email, and then coming on over and see what happens. So pretty excited about doing it.
Sounds good. Yes, sir. So when people are in Barcelona, they need to come to BlackLab and try the food and the beer.
That's right.
It's excellent.
Always something good.
Right.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
So welcome. This is Carlos from Agullons, and I am Aram. He's the master brewer, and as you can see, it's a small brewery, and very welcome here.
How long has the brewery been going?
It's 18 years. Did we done? 18 years.
18 years.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
And
We are one of the first in the country.
Right.
And we are doing pale ales, and then we have a cellar where we do the mixed fermentation beers. But mostly it's normal balanced pale ales beers.
Okay.
And now you have the wheat beer.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years working with the mixed fermentation beers. From 2008. With the first beer, it's called Setembre. It's a beer that we use a little bit of lambic of Cantillon, and we mix it in the barrel.
Okay.
And this year we did the 11th batch of this.
Oh, nice. Okay.
This beer that we will try after all with the.
So some of the Cantillon yeast you put in there to.
It's
young lambic.
Okay.
It's a portion of the Sauvage yeast.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 6 barrels.
10 liters. 10 liters for barrel.
For barrel. Yeah. We put in a barrel of 225 liters, 10 liters of Cantillon with our normal pale ale that it's fermented there, and then we fermentate on the cellar.
Okay. Sounds good. Really good.
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
You will love it.
Okay. Thank you for having us. Yeah, this is great. It's a beautiful place. How's everybody doing? Good. It's a great wheat beer, isn't it?
Wonderful.
Miguel's recovered from the drive-in.
That's good. It's a little stressful on that dirt road. Not bad.
We have greetings from
What do you think, Tiny?
It's awesome. Really fun. Good place, good beer.
Yep.
Can't believe they've been here for 18 years.
I know, 18 years. And it's a beautiful old farmhouse. Not easy to get to in a bus.
Right now.
Right.
Sorry, we brew the beer in there, and then we use a fermentator outside on the parking. We put the beer there, and we wait all the next day to cool down the beer to the 20 degrees. So usually at 4 p.m., 5 p.m., the beer is outside, and we wait until next day, in a winter time, of course. So it's now when we need to brew this beer. Next week we're gonna do maybe 3 or 4 more batches. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we need to do at least 4, because then we will start maybe to mix and try to do our own goods or whatever. We don't know. We did bottle the spontaneous, the first one 2-3 weeks ago. It was fine, but it wasn't alembic. It was a spontaneous beer from the area. So you get another kind of flowers. It's not a sour beer. It's like different kind of taste of the cellar. You get lots of things, but we try it while we were bottling, and after 3 years in a barrel, when you take out this beer, first it tastes like this, and then with the content of the oxygen and everything, it changed. So we'll see. Now it's in one place for 1 year, and then we'll see what this beer will be. Yeah. But this is something that we are doing from 2016, but we started in 2008 to do the mixed fermentation beers. That here we have a few barrels. There are more inside. There are 3 barrels, very interesting ones, 500 liters. It suits perfect with our brewery because it's 500 and 500. Yeah. But it's not perfect to work with them. Yeah, it's horrible.
It's hard.
The 300 liters as well. Well, I'm not too strong, so to move this kind of barrels, we do 5 or 6 beers with fruits. Inside these ones, there are Merlot grapes. We add the Merlot grapes at the end of the campaign in October, maybe September. So it's like 5 months, and we need to bottle this next week or in a few weeks. Yeah. Obviously, this beer it takes all the flavor of the Merlot with the characters of our cellar, reds and stuff. No? And then we have muscatel grapes, and then we do strawberries. We do.
Okay, so first of all, welcome to Itch Brewing.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming to visit us and to taste the beers and give us your thoughts and feedback on them. My name's Robin. I've been with the brewery since the beginning, really.
You gamble?
You'll be gambling. So yeah, we've been here for over 5 years now. The conversation started on a brewery tour that I was actually, or a craft beer tour that I was running in the city.
Like the irony.
Less than half a dozen places where you could drink interesting beer. So yeah, Scott's the founder. He hails from Tampa, and he wanted. Yeah, he had the resources and the will to set up a brewery, but he wanted the extra challenge of doing that in Barcelona.
We just wanted to get away from Wayne Wombles, come on.
We had Wayne Wombles.
I know,
that was an interesting time. You missed out on an amazing visit to a place about an hour inland from here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, jet lag and so on. Anyway, so 5 years, the founders were Scott, and then this very charismatic fellow called Alan. He stayed with us for about nearly 2 years, but then he returned to his kind of itinerant lifestyle, working for Brewery Stainless Steel. That's how he met Scott. I think they met at one of the big craft beer conferences in the States. And so he persuaded him to kind of settle here in Barcelona for a while. And obviously brought his expertise with him in terms of like brewery installations. So it's quite interesting. In fact, since then, you've got other breweries that are using Brewery Stainless Steel. I can remember the Cloudwater guys standing by the Bright tank, sussing out the equipment. So you roll forward 1 year, and then they've got a 30-barrel, whatever it was, Brewery Stainless Steel. La Pirata, which is just up the road from here, has a fairly similar setup to our guys. I think you visited BlackLab. Mm-hmm. So again, yeah, that's Alan did the install for that. So that's kind of Alan's story, but we could only hold on to him for a couple of years. And then another American from California called Sean McLean, he came. He was living he had been living in Barcelona when we met him. Then he went up to Czech with his wife, and when Alan was going, he was kind of coming in as like brewery director or whatever, but he actually then, as an experienced brewer, took over as the head brewer. Sean was, yeah, people don't stay still for very long, do they? Yeah. Sean was with us for about a couple of years. I think he did a great job in terms of, because like the first couple of years, it was the beer scene here was young. It was very, very young, and so there was a process of adaptation. I think we did tours in this space for literally thousands of people. We used to throw the doors open on a Friday, and word got round, and it would be heaving, and sometimes I'd have like 40 people in this space, and I'd do 4 or 5 tours on a Friday, like schedule them and just waves of people coming in to find out, what this equipment does. They learn about the beer styles here. So I think we did a pretty good job at the beginning of doing that educational role. But we also partied quite a lot, so Alan's a big character. So it was a very fun time. But Sean who came on as the next head brewer, I think did a great job of kind of stabilising things a little bit in terms of the beers. We're also learning the ropes a little bit in terms of what drinkers' expectations were in a market, as you know, is super dynamic anyway.